Hello guys, this is Rohan. So this topic what I have chosen for today is enterprise architect. Okay. So this is very important topic for the people those who are working in the IT industry. And this is a really important. This is a need of the current time because we have suffered a lot this IT industry and you know mostly the government organizations, government departments, those are trying to be like automated or digitized their uh, processes. They are facing a lot of problem or a lot of difficulties on that, right? So why they are facing the difficulty? Why we are talking about enterprise architecture? When we think about enhancing the capability of our organization. Suppose you are working for an organization or running an organization, and that organization needs some kind of enhancement on its capability. Capability enhancement means suppose you are giving some services to your customer, and now you want to give some another kind of service to the customer, right? So earlier your business scope was different, and now you have something different. Now the thing is, you know without like IT system, as we know that it is like almost impossible to think about any organization running nowadays, right? So when we think about any kind of enhancement, any kind of changes on our organization, definitely this will be impacting your IT need, IT systems, IT ecosystem, whatever you have set up so far, right? And even if you don't have any IT system, then also the enterprise architecture is a very relevant things to think about and implement it from the scratch only, so that you will not be in trouble like 90% of organizations are those are facing today, right? When they had implemented some IT system, they had implemented to solve a particular kind of problem that they were facing during that time, and it was solved, right? But the thought behind implementing the solution was to find the solution of that problem. It was not thought about how this solution will be helping you to achieve some kind of future state or future target of your organization, right? So that entire thing was missing. Earlier we were focusing on developing software to solve some kind of business problem, to automate some kind of business problem, right? But we are not focusing on how this solution will be a sustainable solution, and how this will be helping your organization in the future also, or how this solution will be aligned to your target state or your final goal, where you want to achieve, right? So we have done a lot of, we means within this IT industry, we have done a lot of experiment. We did a lot of like wastage of money also, we can say that, right? Indirectly, if you are experimenting anything and it is not giving you the desired result, then this is ultimately, wasting of money. Either you are wasting your money or your organization money, but you are wasting money, right? For some period of time, maybe you were like the king because you had solved the problem, right? And it was giving some kind of benefit to your organization. But if the solution was not placed properly, or you can say that it was not thought carefully, how this solution can be futuristic, how this solution can be flexible to adapt your future business need, or how this solution can be working together with other systems, those will be coming in the future, right? So this was very like interesting era where, I mean, of course we were also the part of this phase of the IT industry. To solve this kind of issue, so to solve this kind of situation, common situation, we have now different framework, enterprise architecture framework, and those frameworks are like give you the some kind of guidelines so that your ecosystem, IT ecosystem, whatever you are developing or whatever you are thinking to develop, will be in systematic way. Everything will be traceable, recorded, and this can be like flexible, or this can be like many different things like vendor neutral, or maybe this can be like adapting any kind of ecosystem, or there are various different factors, you know those are covered within this all framework, and this will give you some kind of assist or help on mitigating the risk those either currently your organization is facing, or these are like in future a risk, those are there, right? So multiple times or events I have seen that people use the enterprise architecture and solution architecture word interchangeably when they discuss about the solutioning or solution or the software, how this will be working, what are the different components that should be there, how those components will be working together, what kind of network, enterprise structure, how this will be deployed. When they discuss about these all things, that time they use the word enterprise architecture, or they say that there should be someone who is expert on the enterprise architecture. But as I said, I gave you the background of what the enterprise architecture. Definitely, we can say that this is not same. I mean, solution architecture and enterprise architecture are two different things. Right? Solution architecture focused on the solution, giving a solution or giving a software, how the software will be designed, how the software will be working for solving a problem. But enterprise architecture also think about holistic view of your organization, how your organization is running, what are the different department components of it, what are the existing, you know, IT software hardwares are there, how those departments or the softwares are like generating data, how those data are being distributed, how those data are being utilized. Those things also we cover into enterprise architecture, right? So this is very important to understand. Otherwise, suppose I'm giving you an example. To enhance some kind of your business capability. Business capability is nothing but you are trying to enhance your business. To enhance a business, maybe you would be needing some different software or some different processes within your organization to achieve that, right? And there will be definitely some kind of driver in the sense, some kind of like motivation behind this all changes or it's all, that architecture changes what you are thinking to implement in your organization. So those things also documented properly somewhere and kept it so that this can be referred later or this can be traced out back whenever it is required. Right? So suppose you have developed or suppose you have implemented some solution in your organization and the technical detail about that software is there with like SRS or SPT or blueprint document, whatever you create in your organization, the technical detail. But I mean, what was the business goal or what was the uh, key driver factor that was there at that time, which was influencing or which was forcing organization to implement this software? Maybe that information will missing at certain level, and if you have not documented it. And generally, we don't do it. We focus on the solutioning part, how this solution is working, and detail about the not and results of the solutions we document it. But as I said, other things are also there. I don't need to be documented. So whenever you are making any kind of changes on your organization, not only technical changes, but maybe some kind of business changes as well. So some processes, existing process will change. That time definitely you would be needing some information about your IT system also. How, what are the different IT systems those will be impacted uh, when you are making decision changes of the process. That this is very important. This will help you to find out impacted components, and this will help you to visualize how this changes, particular changes that you are trying to implement will be implemented successfully. For that, the solution architecture, not the solution architecture, but enterprise architecture will really do something. Solution, if you are implementing some kind of framework, enterprise architecture framework, this gives you points in the sense one developer suppose is thinking to include or enhance some kind of IT system or software utility. That time also this documentation what you have done as a part of this implementation of enterprise architecture, that document will help him to take a decision if he is changing any processes, if he is changing any software component, and how this component will be running together with other component those are there existing in the environment or in your ecosystem, right? So this gives you the viewpoints. In the similar way, like the developer is trying to get a detail about the current state of the organization dependency on other components before making any changes. The similar way, what your top level management is taking any decision to change in the organization, or if they are taking a decision to enhance the capability of their business, what are the different, you know, changes which will be triggered towards the bottom, right? Starting from your business architecture, your IT software architecture, your IT architecture, multiple things will be impacted, or multiple things would be needing to enhance. Right? So suppose earlier you had a bandwidth of this many MB, but now because of this, new things you want to implement in your organization, so that maybe you would be needing some enhanced bandwidth for your internet, right? So this I'm trying to just link between your business requirement with your IT requirement. But a similar way, multiple things will be there. So these things all need to be documented properly in a very structured and proven way, so that you will be able to press it down or find it out what are the changes will be required. And you can take a decision also if you have this all things, the framework implemented and the documented it in correct way, then this will help you to take a decision from your future point of view also, how the systems or how the solution or how the utility, whatever your decision you are taking to implement, this will be futuristic from the future point of view, your future business, the target point of view, how this will be helping, right? So there are various benefits that will be there definitely, but yes, this is not very easy to implement. This is a iterative process. So one time, big bang, this is not going to work in this enterprise architecture framework implementation. You have to go slowly in multiple iterations. When you discuss about the TOGAF framework, TOGAF is also one kind of enterprise architecture framework. Right? Multiple other frameworks are there, but TOGAF is one of the important or the popular one. To give you some kind of generally, I mean, we call it the ADM, architecture development methodology or model, right? So there are 8-9 steps. Those are their fixed steps. Those steps need to be executed and documented carefully, and give or keep the document in some repository in a fixed structured way. So that is very important. So I guess, guys, this is all for today's discussion. Definitely, this discussion is not complete. We have to go slightly, detail level to understand it clearly. But yes, this information what we have discussed today, this is very important. Otherwise, you will not be able to understand the rest of the thing. And hope this will be helping you to understand this entire requirement or the methodology, and we'll be discussing in the detail for the rest in the next discussion. Thank you.